today I'm doing a personal, very intimate, very first Q&A video for you guys. I just asked you guys on Instagram, Twitter, as well as Snapchat to ask me anything if you guys do have any questions. Most commonly asked questions that I get is what my ethnicity is, what my nationality is, why I speak English in the majority of my videos. I'm 100% Korean, like both my parents are Korean. I spent my childhood back in the States when I was really young, but then I came back to Korea, so I spent majority of my life in Korea especially, but I travel a lot and I do occasionally get to spend some time abroad. And the reason why I speak English in the majority of my videos is that back then when I first started my YouTube channel, I noticed that there weren't a lot of YouTube channels or dedicated vlogs speaking about Korean beauty products written and spoken in English. So I just wanted to, you know, like introduce you guys to really good Korean beauty products in English to a lot of international followers out there. So that's why, but I do occasionally speak Korean in my videos because vice versa, I just want to introduce some great like international brands that we hardly get in Korea to Korean viewers. I hope you guys understand at this point. I'm actually contemplating on dividing my channel into like an English channel and Korean channel, but yeah, let me know in the comment box. Jenia ER asks, why do you like palm trees so much? Also, would you visit Singapore again anytime soon? I don't know if you guys have been following me for a while, but I do have a serious obsession towards palm tree, hence that I do have a palm tree tattoo in my ankle. And I know you guys always comment like palm tree emojis in the comment box, which makes me so happy, so thank you guys so much for doing that. So I grew up in Syracuse, Seoul, and then I spent some time in Denver, Colorado, which is all bloody snowy and cold. So whenever I see palm tree, it just instantly made me feel happy because it's like sunny weather, beach, palm trees, coconuts. I love coconut. In the beginning of this year, I was just lying under the palm tree. I wasn't really feeling stable at that stage of my life. Just laying under the palm trees just made me realize how special I was, and I just had this awakening call underneath the palm tree. As far as Singapore, I don't really have any confirmed plans to visit yet, but I do have a lot of friends that I want to visit in Singapore, and I do miss your faces, so hopefully soon. crew_song_s_h asks, 이쁜 언니의 남자친구 유무가 궁금합니다. Perks of being single is that you can sleep on whichever side that you want. You can even sleep diagonally like this. I'm probably gonna die alone. Dream_builder87 asks, when are you visiting your brother? Seriously? This is actually my real brother who commented on my Instagram, so go follow him if you want to, but he doesn't really have anything interesting. Yeah, I do have an older brother who lives in Denver, Colorado, just FYI, if you guys were wondering. Esther K. Green asks, what do you find attractive in a man? Do you have any preferences when it comes to nationality? Would you date a non-Korean and/or non-Korean American? I also want to know how tall you are. When it comes to dating a guy, personally, I really don't care about his nationality, race, ethnicity, background, and I actually have dated non-Koreans as well as Koreans. I would like to have like a similar upbringing because I did spend like a fair amount of time abroad, and when I speak to just like Korean guys who's very conservative, it kind of suffocates the hell out of me. But same goes to a lot of other nationalities as well. If they're kind of close-minded and if they're not really open to experience new things, and I don't know if I have a specific quality that I find really attractive, but I think it majorly turns me off when a guy tries to kind of invade into my independent, like my private life, just because we are together and we are in a relationship. So I don't know, that's probably why I'm single. I'm probably gonna die alone. But I did find interesting that some of the Korean guys that I dated in the past, like they want to do every single thing together, like 24/7. You need to be answering your Kakao messages and your calls. Yeah, that's not my style at all. I'm 5'6", so that's about 168 centimeters. So yeah. Next question is very similar to the previous one. Torinuku26 asks, what are 2 important things that you look for in a partner? Just meeting a guy who respects me for being myself and who loves me for being myself. So there are a lot of girlfriends of mine who's trying to constantly change themselves or trying to like cover their flaws just to fit in the guy or the partner standards, and that just saddens me so much because that means like they're hiding some of the part of themselves, and also they're just sacrificing some of the part. I just want you guys to be yourself, just be comfortable in your own skin, and then find a partner who loves for being yourself and who respects you for being yourself. I can't really think of anything else. Shin_GJ asks, 여행을 진짜 많이 다니시는데 목적이랑 여행 경비 같은 거 궁금해요. So this is another frequently asked question. I travel a lot. You guys might have noticed that through my travel logs and my social media. I'm very, very, very lucky enough to be a content creator who is also bilingual. So I think that's one of the major reasons that a lot of companies do consider me to send abroad to speak at a conference or film with them or collaborate with their facilities. This time I'm currently in Bangkok, Thailand to speak at an internal workshop for L'Oreal APAC. I never really take for granted for the fact that I am doing all this. I'm experiencing all these amazing opportunities because of you guys. So thank you guys so much. Whenever I get sent by companies, I pretty much extend my stay and spend a lot of more money. And the other half of my trip is purely coming out of my saving account, feeling that you get and like the perspective that you gain through traveling and by seeing the new world that you never ever imagined that would exist in this massive world. So you're living in a very, very, very tip of the eye of this world, and there's so much more to explore. And it's also nice to speak to the people that is kind of outside your comfort zone, so it really inspires me and it really encourages me to travel a lot more in the future. How I afford to travel, it's very, very simple. I save a lot in Korea. I don't really pay rent because I'm living with my mom and dad. Thank you, mom and dad. And on top of that, I don't really splurge on things. I pretty much stay at home, cook at home. So all the makeup stuff is probably taking all of my money or half of my money. But when it comes to shopping, I don't really spend much on clothing, accessories, and handbags as much as my other friends that I know. I shop most of the time at H&M. I go as luxurious as Zara, so Forever 21's great. I think as long as I look presentable, that's okay. So I would rather stare at the window of the airplane, over the clouds and over the world, instead of drooling over something over the windows at the shops. Miriam Valve asks, what is your main goal in life? Are you still pursuing it or have you already achieved it? Looking forward to this Q&A, Annie. Oh, and when are you coming to Portugal? And a lot of palm tree emojis. Thank you, Miriam. I think I was a very firm believer of having just one single goal in my life, but I think I was quite stupid. When I was quitting my previous job, I thought my end goal was a content creator, but looking back, I feel like I already achieved that because I am doing YouTube for full time and I am doing content creating on a daily basis. So it kind of made me feel a little bit like, I don't know if this is the right term, but useless because I've already achieved my goal. Now I'm hustling hard to make more videos for you guys, but at the same time, I'm constantly finding to learn new things and to have new goals in my life. I'm very much interested in entrepreneurship or other things in my life besides YouTube at the moment. And Portugal is one of the top destinations that I really, really want to visit. So I will personally reach out to you, Miriam, whenever I decide to go. Next question is coming from Winterat15. 언니 영상에 쓰는 BGM은 어디서 구하세요? 다른 유튜버들은 유튜브에서 제공하는 거 많이 쓰던데 언니는 다른 거 같아서요. 언니 음악이 제일 좋아요. 감사합니다. I love music in general. Not that I can sing or anything, and not that I can dance. You guys have seen that. As much as I love mainstream pop music as well as K-pop music, I love discovering new artists on SoundCloud. So I think SoundCloud is a great platform to discover new music. Whenever I use a music in my video, you can always check it in the description box and support the artists, please, because they are so talented and they really deserve more love. From Sunmi Hwang. 회사 그만두신 거 여전히 후회 안 하세요? 저번에 후회 안 하신다고 했는데 아직도인가 해서요. Yeah, I have a lot of things to say about this, I guess. Regretting things is the last thing that I want to do in my life. I guess I live by the motto of not regretting anything. So I would rather try something and fail at it and know or learn that that is not going to work for me, rather than having a regretful feeling of not even trying something. So I really hate myself saying, oh, I should have done that, or I might have done that, could have done that, I would have done that. Why didn't I? Why didn't you? If you should have done that, you probably should have. I know it's hard to do everything that you want to do under the limited circumstances that you are given at, but if you can do it and if you have the opportunity but you're just scared and you're just staring at it, just try it and just give yourself all in and see how it goes. It might work for you, it might not work for you. If it doesn't work for you, you just at least learn that is not going to work for you, so you can easily move on to the next things. I did study architectural design, which is totally irrelevant to what I'm doing at the moment, but I never regret what I studied, and I did spend 2 years at Amore Pacific, living in the corporate world for 2 years. I think that nurtured my experience a lot more, and it never really was useless in my life, and I never regret it, and it just made me leverage to what I want to do in my life at the moment. Can you do PPAP? Seriously.
I have a pen, I have an apple, apple pen.
So that was it for my Q&A video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And a lot of you guys actually asked me to do a fitness routine video in the Q&A. So I did make a fitness routine video already, so you guys can check that out if you haven't already. If you haven't joined the Palm Tree Club yet, you can totally do that by subscribing to this channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will speak to you guys soon.